cracked mirror, fractured soul, staring back at a war untold. Shadows dance a twisted game, whispers calling out my name. They're not demons, flesh and bone, but the demons I've sown inside this heart, a battlefield where doubt and fear have been revealed. Every flaw, a sharpened blade, every fear, a serenade of self-destruction, slow and deep. Promises I couldn't keep. The weight of worlds upon my chest, a constant unrelenting test to break the chains, to rise above, to conquer this inner love of the dark. Enemies in my reflection, staring back with cold rejection. A battle fought in silent screams, living out shattered, broken dreams. But I'm rising, breaking free from the chains that bind me. I'm the warrior, the master, the conqueror of disaster. I will conquer my reflection. The whispers taunt, they try to seize the fragments of my fragile peace. They paint a picture, dark and grim, a future where I'll never win. But I've seen the light beyond the haze, felt the warmth of brighter days. This inner fight, a raging fire, fuels my spirit, takes me higher. Each scar a badge, a testament to battles fought and time will spend. I'll face the demons eye to eye and watch them crumble, fade and die. Enemies in my reflection, staring back with cold rejection. A battle fought in silent screams, living out shattered, broken dreams. But I'm rising, breaking free from the chains that bind me. I'm the warrior, the master, the conqueror of disaster. I will conquer my reflection. Tempo slow, slightly more melodic. One day the mirror won't reflect the demons that I still protect. One day I'll see a brighter hue, a stronger, better, truer me. It's true. Enemies in my reflection, staring back with cold rejection. A battle fought in silent screams, living out shattered, broken dreams. But I'm rising, breaking free from the chains that bind me. I'm the warrior, the master, the conqueror of disaster. I will conquer my reflection. No shadow, no more fear. Only victory is crystal clear. No more shadows, no more fear. Only victory is crystal clear.
Rain dripping on my shoulder, hoodie soaked in pain. Dark nights, no closure, just the echo of my name. Gunshots in the distance, like lullabies of shame. I walk where ghosts be whispering, ain't nothing ever tame. Footsteps on cracked pavement, every step got weight. Carried friends to their graves, yeah, too many to state. Used to dream of escape, now I run from fate. Got blood on my hands, but my soul won't break. Look, they lie, they left, they switched when it got hot. I stayed, I bled, I rose from every shot. Hard cold like the barrel, still never forgot. Love ain't loyal in the trap, it rot, it plot.
Tears in the alley falling on the ground. Dreams in the gutter, I was born alone. Pain in my pocket, loaded in the tone. Heart full of ashes, built it on my own. Screams in the alley, they don't fade away. Hope been dead, buried yesterday. Trap gods whisper what I couldn't say. Now I speak through beats, let the 808s play. See the sirens flash, but I ain't flinch no more. Used to cry in the dark, now I let the speakers roar. Mama said I changed, yeah I lost my core. But this pain got a price, and I paid for war. Tattooed arms, stories carved in flesh. Bullet wounds ain't deep as the lies they left. Chains on my neck, but the mind's still free. Try to drown in Henny, but I float on grief. Yeah, talk loyalty, then fold when the storm came. I stood in the fire, burned through every flame. Now my soul like smoke, it don't trust no name. Built from nothing, I'm the god of my own lane. Still here, still breathing, still haunted.
808 bass rising underneath.
Tears in the alley falling on the chrome. Dreams in the gutter, I was born alone. Pain in my pocket loaded in the tone. Heart full of ashes, built it on my own. Screams in the alley, they don't fade away. Hope being dead, buried yesterday. Trap gods whisper what I couldn't say. Now I speak through beats, let the 808s pray. Rain still falling, but I ain't crying no more. Tears turn to thunder, I'm the storm now. Yeah. Cities a steel cage, concrete jungle bleeding chrome. Hearts are busted engines sputtering, barely at home. Pressure's a piston pumping, anxiety's the fuel. Grinding till I'm nothing, broken rules. A broken rule, faces blurred in headlights. Sirens scream a mournful tune, another sleepless night fighting under a chrome-plated moon. They say ambition's a fire burning bright, a golden prize, but mine's a toxic inferno burning in my hollow eyes. Synthetic heartbeat thumping, a rhythm cold and stark. This chrome-plated existence leaving its metallic mark. Heart bleeds chrome, a metallic tear reflecting the city's fear. Year after year, heart bleeds chrome, a robotic gate. This chrome-plated dream I can't escape. I'm away. The system's a machine that chews you up and spits you out, leaving only emptiness, a soul consumed by doubt. Heart bleeds chrome, yeah, it's a metallic cry in this cold chrome city. I'm just trying not to die. Skyscrapers pierce the darkness, monuments to cold desire. Each polished surface reflects a soul consumed by fire. The chrome reflects the emptiness, a mirror to my pain. This hollow, heartless victory is driving me insane. I trace the fleeting comfort in the neon sickly glow. Another fleeting pleasure watching the cold winds blow. The promises are hollow, the future's undefined. Just chrome and concrete shadows leaving my heart behind. Heart bleeds chrome, a metallic tear reflecting the city's fear. Year after year, heart bleeds chrome, a robotic gate. This chrome-plated dream I can't escape. I'm away. The system's a machine that chews you up and spits you out, leaving only emptiness, a soul consumed by doubt. Heart bleeds chrome, yeah, it's a metallic cry in this cold chrome city. I'm just trying not to die. Bleeds chrome, yeah. Chrome bleeds chrome, yeah. Yeah, check the mic, 1, 2, this ain't no game. Haunted by shadows, etched in my brain. No mercy memories flashing before my eyes. Ghosts of the past, disguised in alibi. Screaming silence, a symphony of pain. Burning bridges, drenched in the pouring rain. Betrayal sting, a venomous bite. Let me shattered, lost in the endless night. Try to forget, try to erase the scars, but the echoes linger, reaching for the stars. This bitter pill I'm forced to swallow down. Another sleepless night in this forgotten town. No mercy memories are unrefrained. Electric pulse driving me insane. Bass drops heavy, a thunderous beat. Stopping the rhythm, can't escape.
twisted smiles hidden behind a facade. Promises broken, a treacherous road. The weight of the world crushing my soul, leaving me hollow, losing all control. Every beat drops a reminder of the fall. The fractured pieces scattered through the hall. This agonizing truth I can't deny. The ghost of yesterday forever nearby. I built these walls brick by brick so high, but the memories seep through. They never die.
No mercy memories, a haunted refrain. Electric pulse driving me insane. Bass drops heavy, a thunderous beat. Stomping the rhythm, can't escape the heat. No mercy memories, they claw and they bite. Burning like fire, consuming the night. This relentless rhythm, a furious fight. Against the shadows, bathed in neon light. Tempo slow, slightly more melodic. Maybe someday I'll find a way to mend. But tonight, the pain, it has no end. No mercy memories, a haunted refrain. Electric pulse driving me insane. Bass drops heavy, a thunderous beat. Stomping the rhythm, can't escape the heat. No mercy memories, they claw and they bite. Burning like fire, consuming the night. This relentless rhythm, a furious fight. Against the shadows, bathed in neon light. No mercy, no mercy memories. Fade out with heavy bass.
Yo, city lights bleeding crimson red tonight. Another chapter closed, another painful fight. Said I learned my lesson, swore I play it smart, but loyalty's a drug, a poison to the heart. He was my brother, blood thicker than the rain. Shared secrets, dreams, a pleasure and the pain. For an oath, the silence, a brotherhood of steel. Naive trust, a wound that I can barely heal. Now the sirens wailing, a mournful haunting sound. My misplaced faith lies shattered on the ground. Betrayal's bitter taste, it burns upon my tongue. A lesson learned in blood, a battle hard won or undone. Trust got me killed, yeah. Trust got me a constant chilling fear, a reminder of the trust that cost me so dear. Trust got me killed, yeah, trust got me killed. A broken promise, a future unfulfilled. Naive heart betrayed, a bullet in my soul left me bleeding now, losing all control. Trust got me killed, yeah, trust got me killed. Love like fate, shattered a desolate field. In this concrete jungle, survival's a cruel game. I played it wrong and now I bear the blame. Yeah, I trust got me killed. Concrete jungle, sirens wailing, another night descends. Lost in the rhythm, the bass is thumping, where my story ends. Shadows creeping, doubts are sleeping, but the hunger never dies. Trapped in the cycle, a hypnotic spiral, reflected in my eyes. Chasing the high, the fleeting feeling, a momentary escape from the demons whispering, the promises they drape over my soul. A gilded cage, a shimmering facade, digging deeper, searching for meaning, lost in this lonely ride. again. Fades out with heavy bass and EDM effects. Trapped in the trap. Jungle bleeding, sirens screaming in the night. Another soul is shattered, lost in endless fading light. Pressure building, pressure breaking, tears I can't disguise. This hollow ache inside me, reflected in my tired eyes. They say forgiveness heals, but the wounds run deep and wide. A twisted path I'm walking, nowhere left to run and hide. The weight of the world upon me, a burden hard to bear. This clock a cold companion, whispering of despair. Cried with a Glock, yeah, cried with a Glock. The trigger's cold embrace, a silent heavy shock. Cried with a Glock, the tears falling like the rain, washing away the anger, leaving only bitter pain. This ain't a boast, this ain't a threat, it's a cry for help. I send a broken symphony of sorrow, a story without end. Faces flash before me, ghosts of choices I have made. The echoes of regret, a haunting serenade, a symphony of silence punctuated by my cries. This heavy heart is breaking under stormy, tear-filled skies. I search for redemption, a flicker in the dark, but the shadows cling so tightly, leaving only scars to mark this path of self-destruction. A spiral downward bound, lost in the labyrinth of pain, nowhere safe to be found. Cried with a Glock, yeah, cried with a Glock. The trigger's cold embrace, a silent heavy shock. Cried with a Glock, the tears falling like the rain, washing away the anger, leaving only bitter pain. This ain't a boast, this ain't a threat, it's a cry for help. I send a broken symphony of sorrow, a story without end. Maybe tomorrow brings a chance, a glimmer of the light to break these chains that bind me and emerge from endless night. But tonight the tears keep falling and the Glock feels cold and near, a silent, desperate witness to the torrent of my fear. Cried with a Glock, yeah, cried with a Glock. The trigger's cold embrace, a silent heavy shock. Cried with a Glock, the tears falling like the rain, washing away the Check the mic. 1, 2, this ain't no game. Stepping in the booth, igniting the flame. Shadow on my set, it's a haunting display. Echoes of the past, chasing me away. Built this empire brick by brick, sweat and tears. Now the darkness whispers, amplifying my fears. They doubted me, sneered my dreams so high, said I crumble and fall beneath the sky. But I rose from the ashes, a phoenix reborn, leaving the skeptics stunned. Watching me adorn this throne, I've created a kingdom of might. But the shadow lingers, consuming the light. Shadow on my set, a chilling embrace. Haunts my every step, leaves a bitter taste. The price of success, a heavy toll I pay. Fighting the darkness, pushing it away. But it clings to me like a persistent dream. A constant reminder, a shadowed extreme. Shadow on my set, I'll face it with grace. This battle within, I'll win in my pain. The pressure mounts, the weight starts to show. The loneliness bites, a cold biting flow. Isolation's grip, tightening its hold. A story untold, a chapter unfolds. The victory's tasted, bittersweet and strange. Success is a lure, a deceptive exchange for the peace I once knew. A simple design, now replaced by the fire, a burning pyre. I yearn for the quiet, the solace I crave, but the shadow remains, refusing to wave. It's a power over me, it's hypnotic sway, a constant reminder of yesterday's fray. Shadow on my set, a chilling embrace. Haunts my every step, leaves a bitter taste. The price of success, a heavy toll I pay. Fighting the darkness, pushing it away. But it clings to me like a persistent dream. A constant reminder, a shadowed extreme. Shadow on my set, I face it with grace. This battle within, I'll win in my pain. Tempo increases, EDM elements intensify. But I won't surrender, I'll fight till the end. This darkness I conquer, I'll make it amend. For all the struggles, the pain and the strife, I'll emerge victorious, embracing the life I've built with my hands. A legacy strong, the shadow may linger, but I won't go wrong. Shadow on my set, a chilling embrace. Haunts my every step, leaves a bitter taste. The price of success, a heavy toll I pay. Fighting the darkness, pushing it away. But it clings to me like a persistent dream. A constant reminder, a shadowed extreme. Shadow on my set, I'll face it with grace. This battle within, I'll win in my Concrete jungle, city lights bleeding gray. Another night lost in the haze, chasing yesterday. Fingers trembling, lighter flickers in the gloom. Another drag, another lie, sealed in the smoke-filled room. The ashes fall, mirroring the dreams I let decay. Ghost of choices haunting me, whispering you threw it all away. This bitter taste, a constant sting upon my tongue. The price of freedom, dearly paid, a battle hard fought and wrongly sung. Pressure building, chest is tight, a heavy weight inside. This nicotine addiction, a cage where my soul resides. Smoke and regret, a toxic blend, a swirling head. consuming all the lies, haunted by the moments lost beneath those weary eyes. The whispers mock, the shadows dance a symphony of doubt. Each inhale, a deeper plunge, spiraling endlessly about. The self-destruction, a slow burn, consuming all I am. Another cigarette, another chance to grasp a faded plan. But the smoke obscures the path, the future shrouded dim, trapped inside this vicious cycle at the edge of reason's brim. Smoke and regret, a toxic blend, a swirling haze of pain, burning slow, a bitter vow, etched deep within my brain. Smoke and regret, a bitter kiss, a poison sweet embrace. This hazy oblivion can't escape this lonely, desolate space. Tempo increases slightly, more EDM elements introduced. Heartbeat thumping, baseline drops, adrenaline's high, but underneath the surface lies a silent, mournful cry. This fleeting high, a temporary fix, a desperate, fragile plea to numb the pain, to silence the voice that screams internally. Smoke and regret, a toxic blend, a swirling haze of pain, burning slow, a bitter vow, etched deep within my brain. Smoke and regret, a bitter kiss, a poison sweet embrace. This hazy oblivion can't escape this lonely, desolate space. Regret, smoke, gone, gone.
Yeah, diamonds glitter, blinding light, reflecting back a flawless sight. But underneath the polished gleam, a hidden sorrow, a silent scream. This gilded cage, a masterpiece, concealing wounds that won't find peace. Pressure builds, a crushing weight, the fragile heart begins to break. Fake smiles plaster the perfect role, while shadows dance and take their toll. They see the sparkle, the dazzling show, but never see the pain below. Pain under diamonds, a hidden truth, a fragile heart betrayed by you. The price of glory, a heavy cost, a soul fractured, forever lost. Pain under diamonds, all the pain, a shattered dream, a pouring rain. Pain under diamonds, can't you see the aching command behind the luxury? Champagne wishes, caviar dreams, a world of beauty it often seems, but happiness is fleeting, fast and gone, leaving emptiness where joy had shone. The gilded cage, it starts to shrink as doubt and fear begin to sink. Their teeth in deep, a venomous bite, extinguishing the inner light. The masks we wear, they start to crack, revealing flaws upon our back. They see the fortune, the lavish grace, but miss the tears upon my face. Pain under diamonds, a hidden truth, a fragile heart betrayed by youth. The price of glory, a heavy cost, a soul fractured, forever lost. Pain under diamonds, all the pain, a shattered dream, a pouring rain. Pain under diamonds, can't you see the Maybe someday the pain will cease. Maybe someday I'll find release. But for now the diamonds hold me tight, trapped within their blinding light. Paint under diamonds, a hidden truth, a fragile heart betrayed by youth. The price of glory, a heavy cost, a soul fractured, forever lost. Paint under
Concrete jungle, city lights bleeding gray. Another night, lost in the haze, chasing yesterday. Fingers trembling, lighter flickers in the gloom. Another drag, another lie, sealed in this smoke-filled room. The ashes fall, mirroring the dreams I let decay. Ghost of choices haunting me, whispering you threw it all away. This bitter taste, a constant sting upon my tongue. The price of freedom, dearly paid, a battle hard fought and wrongly sung. Pressure building, chest is tight, a heavy weight inside. This nicotine addiction, a cage where my soul resides. Smoke and regret, a toxic blend, a swirling haze of pain. Burning slow, a bitter vow, etched deep within my brain. Smoke and regret, a bitter kiss, a poison sweet embrace. This hazy oblivion can't escape this lonely, desolate space. The mirror shows a stranger, eyes reflecting all the lies. Haunted by the moments lost beneath those weary eyes. The whispers mock, the shadows dance, a symphony of doubt. Each inhale, a deeper plunge, spiraling instantly about this self-destruction, a slow burn, consuming all I am. Another cigarette, another chance to grasp a fading plan. But the smoke obscures the path, the future shrouded dim. Trapped inside this vicious cycle, at the edge of reason's brim. Smoke and regret, a toxic blend, a swirling haze of pain. Burning slow, a bitter vow, etched deep within my brain. Smoke and regret, a bitter kiss, a poison sweet embrace. This hazy oblivion can't escape this lonely, desolate space. Tempo increases slightly, more EDM elements introduced. Heartbeat thumping, baseline drops, adrenaline's high. But underneath the surface lies a silent, mournful cry. This fleeting high, a temporary fix, a desperate, fragile plea to numb the pain, to silence the voice that screams internally. Smoke and regret, a toxic blend, a swirling haze of pain. Burning slow, a bitter vow, etched deep in my brain. Smoke and regret, a bitter regret. Smoke.